Welcome back to the basics of computer science and information systems. In the last video, we started talking about organizations and information system, where we look at the importance at we looked at the importance of what information system is and what business organizations should look like and what they should consider. Now, to continue, we want to look at the other factors that you can consider when, as an organizational system, if you want to build one, and also if you want to utilize the you know um, benefits of information system. So how you do that is, first, as a business, you need to be able to consider the following factors. For example, external factors, which are, or the input factors, which are, what are your competition? So every business or company has a competition, and they need to be able to know what that competition is and be able to use that information in a way that helps them. Also, what are the regulations governing, the environment or the country or the city where you are operating, such that your company regulations and way of working should match to that without having problems? What are the public concerns of the people around you and your company, and also your buyers or end users? What do they want? What would they like to see? How do you contribute to them? And what are the market competition? Apart from your close rivalry, what are the potential market competition? How much of the market can you take? What is still available? What is your niche in the market that you would like to tap into? So these are the, few important aspects you can take into account. And within the organization itself, there are also other factors like, what is the capacity of your organization? How much can we do? How much resources do we have? People, money, and any other type of resource that can help. And what kind of system and environment do we want to promote? How do you want to operate? And this also links to your practices and culture that you would want to, show to the world, and also bring into the company or the organization in such a way that people are happy being part of it. And that can contribute a lot to how your business runs. And that generally improves performance. So when you take all these factors into account, then you can measure them when you see the business outcomes or the environmental outcomes, and that can help you, reevaluate your whole system and make certain decisions that you might want to do. So these are the factors as organizations that you need to consider each time to be able to, make better decisions and put systems in place that works for your organization. So one part of it is also looking at what we call value chain of a business, which is simply a set of activities, both primary and supporting, that needs to be done or looked into, to be able to deliver valuable product to the market. As an organization, you need to know, what are the activities that I need to be involved in? Which ones can I delegate? And if you remember in one of the videos, one of the importance of developing a system or information system is that you're capable of saying, what functions can we delegate out? Now, these are mostly the supporting functions, and primary activities are mostly what you as a company will focus on. An example here is like, in the inbound logistics, the operation, the outbound logistics, the marketing and sales, and the service that we provide. That tells you what type of margin you're looking at the end, which is more or less related to your business outcome or profit. And that helps you make a lot of decisions. So you may require, support activities or outsourcing activities with respect to your firm infrastructure, where sometimes you don't need to buy all the buildings. You can rent them or loan some, or use some places where you don't need to build it from scratch. Human resource management, where there are people who you can bring in to help you manage certain things without doing it yourself. Technologies and procurement, things that helps you that you don't necessarily have to do yourself. A lot of companies do that today, a lot of big companies, corporations. And based on that, that is what we mean by value chain. You know, what are the chain of activities or things that you do and how you do that to bring value to your business, and being able to make those separations helps you a lot. An example here is the Dell value chain. So basically, you don't need to understand everything here, but the important thing is that Dell splits, you know, its chain of operation into R&D, the components, the design, manufacturing, marketing, sales, and support. And in each of them, they define how they're going to do it. For example, the hardware we will outsource to Intel, and the software comes from Microsoft or Ubuntu. And in the design, this goes to Texas, and it's done in China and in India. And you can do that on and on and on. And we will manufacture in 7 locations in America, and you know, other locations are defined. Gaming desktops will manufacture through Alien Software. Again, it comes down to how the company wants to, you know, run the show. And here what you see is that this is heavy presence by Dell and limited presence by Dell. So in the red ones, Dell is heavily present, and in the component part, they rely on other people to support them, and that's what this means. And that helps Dell as a company to work better. Another thing you can look at is the manufacturing value chain, where they define the activities that needs to be done, going from using the raw materials and how you take them, which is called logistics, inbound, to the warehouse, make the production, finish the production, package them, ship them out, marketing and promoting your planning to customers where you can actually distribute or deliver those products. But again, in each of these, you have to define what you outsource and what you're able to do for yourself. And basically, this brings us to the end of this particular video. And in the next video, we will continue with the other aspects.